Yeah, Maya and I once bought donuts, and her donut was normal, and I bit into mine, and mine had fingernails on it.
On it or in it?
Like on it and in it. It was there. It was in the food.
How?
How does that happen?
I don't know. It was an unpleasant situation for me.
Someone was saving them in the back.
This is
Like
also a
little tray.
generational problem. My mom once bought a hamburger from McDonald's, brought it home, unwrapped it. Somebody had taken a bite out of it.
See, that I understand. Someone got hungry, that I get.
Your family's just so cursed.
Oh, last bit of faffing around before we do this actual show we're supposed to do. Did any of you see the video call between the astronauts up in space right now and Donald Trump?
Of course. Where they fucking no-sell him for a minute and a half staring into space.
Genuine. Dan is not exaggerating. They were made to do a call with Trump, and he just talked, and then when he stopped talking, all of them for a minute plus, like near a minute and a half, just sit there silently. None of them want to say anything. They're just like, we are here contractually obligated, because you pay for NASA or whatever. Silence.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I was thinking the exact same quote.
Yeah, the best part is when Houston calls and they're like, hey, we're just doing a comms check that we haven't lost comms with you. And they go, no, comms are okay. And then back to silence.
Yeah, you can't even politely laugh along. That's like the U.S. Hockey team won gold, and then they had a call with him. And some of the people in that room probably fucking sucked, but a couple of guys were just like politely laughing along with the president's stupid ass jokes, and immediately they all got their fucking asses torn apart on social media. So you gotta freeze like a deer.
They sure knew to not say a single fucking word on that call.
He's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. His vision is based on movement. You just can't.
On
flinch.
the other hand, if I told Trump to suck me off through my jorts, like what is he gonna do? I'm in space. Like
shoot a missile at you.
Yeah.
He might cancel your citizenship so you can't come back to Earth. I guess.
Oh, great! I own the moon now. Wonderful.
Yeah, sometimes I worry about the politics of our Days Folk universe getting too unbelievable and fantastical with all the magic, and then I check the news and I'm like, our shit's grounded as fuck. Everything's so logical. There's a cause and effect.
I saw the creator of The Boys talk about this, or not the creator of The Boys, but the people that are doing the show, and they were like, we're really upset that this came out, and then the real life happened, because we would have maybe done this a little bit differently otherwise.
It's a real problem creating fiction and just getting completely overshadowed by things being much sillier in real life. But we are at the end of season 12, the Cookie Campaign. You all are in the reign of Lace, the Sapphire Dragon. It goes pretty well, all things considered. 40 years of relative stability during this period. There's a number of spy shenanigans. Someone, including us, wanted to come back and do more spy sessions. We could do it here. So there's assassins and stuff happening all around. But we are going to the end of it as Lace looks to the future. I think where are you all where we have this conversation? What time to establish one more Andronicus restaurant?
I'm entering my mind. Bugbear Breeze, the replacement for
Bahama Breeze,
that Maya is still deeply pained over the shutdown of.
Wait, Bahamut Breeze?
Bahamut Breeze. No, that's very good, Quinn.
That's good. You've done it. You
right.
blown my ass out of the
My
water.
brain's expired. I got one out there. The rest is on you guys.
Quinn, that was like when you turn on a lamp and the light bulb flashes for a second and then explodes. You got it out there. Your last shot.
Oh my. Yeah, I don't think I've ever personally been to a Bahama Breeze, but I know someone who really likes them. So and I guess I'm adding Maya to that list. Bahamut Breeze is that Platinum Dragon themed, but also tropical.
Yeah, they were shutting down when all the gods died.
Not knowing what the source reference is here, I'll need you to tell me what I'm ordering here. It could be burgers, it could be smoothies. I don't know.
Jerk chicken pasta.
Oh.
Look, Maya loves Bahama Breeze. I've been with her for many years now. I've only ever she's claimed that she's had everything on that menu. I only ever saw her eat jerk chicken pasta.
Yeah, it's a Bahamanian themed restaurant. I guess that you don't have them in the UK, but you're all there with Lace, who is quite elderly at this point. Her armor impenetrably thick, her nails razor sharp. She is the strongest dragon around, but definitely knows that their time is coming to a close. So when that happens, you all are aware there will be a new leader of the Cookie Mountains, and you all will be stripped of your authority through them. So this is your last chance to get a hand on the ball before your civilians.
Do we know who the new leader will be?
Yep, I would say that you all have spies everywhere, and so I will give you this without a roll, which is that there is a dragoon, a small folk turned dragon, from Desdemona's small folk, who is the next eldest and will be in charge. And so it's still someone on your team, as far as politics goes, but someone who has a vendetta against you and will most certainly not share power with you in a meaningful way.
But what if we force feed Desdemona her entire horde before she can capitalize on that benefit?
I mean, that's something to all talk about. I think Lace has gathered you all to say, I have a very short time left, and you know how I feel about all the major issues facing the Cookie Mountains, the loom, which we're going to turn over, and the Rosaline and her faction, which we will no doubt continue to oppose for centuries to come. But there is one last thing that I need to send you on a mission to do. In addition to my standing order to you all to find someone to bring the right of guardianship back into vogue.
I mean, we've got a candidate for that.
Well, I've certainly heard you all making designs on the Diamond Dragon. You know how I feel about that. We can't be seen attacking our own allies in public. That's also why she hasn't attacked you. But if something were to happen to her that was unexplainable or was pinned on someone else, Lace shrugs.
Well, Desdemona's quite elderly. Maybe we could spin it as helping feed her.
Well, I leave the details up to you. The last thing I wanted to ask of you all before I lay down the mantle of power is to take off perhaps the most powerful piece from the board, the one we haven't been able to counterplay all these years. It is the perfect time, as Rosaline has left the country, apparently looking for terribly cursed artifacts somewhere else in Arabella, leaving her lair unguarded. And Keeper, the unkillable kobold, is back in the Cookie Mountains with a terribly powerful relic. There's his sword, which we cannot allow to fall into anyone's hands.
Well, is it finally time for Operation Flat Earth?
Yeah, I was having the same thought. Yeah. I do feel bad, but yeah.
Lace says, you all do whatever you think is best. It's just that if Desdemona's minions take over, they won't attack you outright. But if they have some authority to send Keeper hither and yon, he'll end up at your doorstep sooner or later. So you cannot let this happen.
Okay. And what is it? Rex goes into the sibling mind chat to work on his OPSEC so Lace doesn't hear about this. What if we contrive a scenario where Keeper manages to mortally wound Desdemona, which would then allow us, at the very least, to try to force guardianship on her. And, at the very least, I don't think Desdemona's minions will be willing to ever work with Keeper again.
Oh no, we've got to force feed you your horde, because otherwise your perfection will end forever.
Hold on, let me go to the Bahama Breeze menu.
There you go.
I gotta look this place up.
My sister went to one and said the floors were sticky.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of sauces going on in there.
Yeah, taste the islands. Let's see, I think there's like a Bahama Mama or something. I think that's the name of a drink.
But if there's any last questions you have for Lace or me, this is the last time before we enter the final, dungeon and final boss stuff, and then after that it's epilogues and we're done. So you have basically won. The people who believe in turning small folk into dragons are essentially victorious. It's just that there's a lot of people in your winning coalition who hate you personally, because I've accidentally made leftist infighting simulator.
Oh, I know what I'm ordering from Bahamut Breeze.
Okay.
Gelatinous Cuban black bean soup.
That's very good. Do we know where the Fulgore is?
History check? While you're doing that, I just noticed that this is not as widely spread of a restaurant as I thought. It's only in Florida, Georgia, Virginia, and the Carolinas. I thought this was at least a national chain. This is extremely not.
It was in New Jersey. Not anymore.
Okay. No, there's. I know exactly where the one in Fort Myers is. It's where I'm from.
16.
24.
Somehow a 13.
24 and 16. I mean, Dicaprio, you were gone for a long time, so maybe you missed some updates. But the Fulgore, aka the Zohar, aka the Zahir, was in the possession of Keeper for a long time, and then the Cymbalines robbed him and took it and flew away. And for the last 40 years, Keeper has been scouring Arabella looking for it. And your scouts have reported him here and there. Like, he's popping up in this place, he's popping up in that place. He's on the case. None of you have definitive knowledge of where it ended up, but the fact that Keeper is back in the Cookie Mountains, probably 24 and 16, I'll say, you think there's a good chance he has it. If not, it may be like lost forever or something. You don't know its full nature, but the fact he's back in the volcano leads you to believe he found something worth giving up the chase for.
Okay, we throw the Fulgore at Desdemona and then just see what happens.
From Dicaprio's time, you in possession of the Fulgore, which I realized I called the Fulgore, which is the name of a character from Zatch Bell.
Oh, I thought you were I thought you were doing a Jack Black where you pronounce a word wrong.
Oh, I have that open in a different tab right now.
I just completely forgot. I was like, because I was looking at it and I was like, how is that Fulgore? Something like that. And then I remembered halfway through, it's like, that's Parco Felgore from Zatch Bell. From Dicaprio's time with the Fulgore, does she know if it can be used for anything? Does it provide any kind of tangible power, or is it just a obsession machine basically?
If I remember right, didn't she, Rosalind, have Keeper blast us with it to try to make us kneel?
Yeah, when Rosalind found out about Turbo and you all didn't immediately agree to give up your beliefs and come over to her house, she said, Keeper, enthrall them and bring them to me. And Keeper held it up, and I made you all saved, I believe, on your checks. Ulysses almost got. But yeah, I guess that with that knowledge, you're 100% confident it can be weaponized, but you don't know how. Keeper probably doesn't even fully know how. It's probably just a go web go kind of web fly situation.
Probably not the best idea to give Desdemona something that could potentially be a weapon in her hands. And if nothing else, there's really no safe way to give her the Fulgore without risking exposure to any of us. I mean, it's all you need to do is look at it once and it can get you.
Is there a chance we just ask Keeper if he wants to go on a trip with us, and then we fly him to the edge of the world and throw him off before he realizes what's happening? He's pretty cool with us sometimes.
That's basically the plan in my head.
Yeah, I was just going to put him in a bottle and then throw him off the side, but,
Yeah. Throw a bottle off the side, done.
Before we finish up here, is there anything we want to duplicate before we lose immediate access to this? With your permission, of course, Lace, Rex adds an afterthought.
Yeah, I mean, Lace definitely does not give you permission. So I will say that's Lace's, stance on the situation. If you all want to go behind his back, you absolutely can do that. A fun thing about giving Lace the Crishel Tarith as their lair, if anyone's a real big fan of the R.A. Salvatore novel, The Crystal Shard, you know that the tower makes its owner evil.
Damn. What power does to a bitch.
But yeah, the loom is very interesting to me because I was fully expecting you all to use it at your leisure throughout the season. It just so happened you chose not to duplicate a bunch of stuff. I had the idea for the Cymbalines to steal it, and then when you got it back, the stars aligned such that the person in charge doesn't want you to use it. So
the only thing they duplicated were the nipple clamps because they find them fashionable.
You can go behind Lace's back, I will say, but that is their stance, is that no, you cannot use the loom, and then it's about to pass into someone else's hands and out of yours forever. So,
well, until those people die.
Yeah, so it goes.
Or do we kill them and take it? Because we've done a fair amount of killing people when they got in our way.
And we have established
all
you need to do is suck the goo out of a dragon to make them no longer a dragon or a dragooner or whatever.
You can't solve all your problems by sucking the goo out.
But it's Austin. It works. It just simply works.
You can't argue with the results. Count the rings. How do you think I got these rings? Sucking the goo out.
Yeah, if Dicaprio voices that, Rex will say, I mean, you have a point, keeping it from being in your mother's hands, if albeit indirectly, although I'm pretty sure it'll effectively be directly. There's logic to that.
Would Lace let us just destroy the loom, or is this like a thing where we gotta time it, like Lace dies and then we just shoot the loom with like a nuke real quick and then...
But here's my knee-jerk instinct is that Lace says no, and we'll stop any attempt for you to use the loom because Lace has agency specifically, based on your encouragement. Quinn/DiCaprio, where I had Lace ask you,
yes,
do you want me to still be your like little toady, or do you want me to be my own person? And you were very encouraging. But if the epilogue episode, if the final episode of the season, where I take my hands off the reins and I give you all half an hour to tell me what happens to each of your characters, and you say I shoot a missile launcher at the loom, then that happens. So
Austin, even if I can't do that, can I steal like one piece of the loom inconspicuously? So like, as long as she doesn't try and use it, she won't notice it's broken, but like it won't work till I plug it back in.
Or maybe we just like we steal the loom and the what the I guess the Desdemona's new toady getting in there is forced to go as, oh fuck, Lace lost the loom. I can't reveal this because I'm also one of these new guys. That's gonna look real bad for me if that gets out. So I just have to keep quiet about it.
That's espionage right there. I think the finale epilogue is just going to be 2.5 hours of you all stealing the loom in different ways. You all have your own loom plans, it sounds like.
We all get there at the same time, separately, attempting to steal it. Anyway, we fly to Rosalind's house and throw Keeper into a trash can.
Okay, good season, everybody. So what happens to the polycule? What happens to... No, you're going to approach the volcano. Is there anything you want to say or do or cast on your big sheets? Your dragons, you're flying through the air. Lace waves goodbye to you.
How long does Foresight last? Should I just like cast it now preparatorily on someone?
It's 12 hours.
Yeah, that's probably long enough. Does someone want Foresight?
I'll fucking take it.
Hell
if
yeah.
You want me to just start swinging at people until they die.
We'll just get you prepped.
Just in case there's any pedants in the audience, yes, Foresight is 8 hours, not
okay,
whatever
sorry.
we just said. No. I'm
It's
heading
long
off the
enough I
topics.
can set it now, and that Austin's not gonna go, oh, it doesn't actually last until the end of the mission.
Austin, this is what, the 66th episode? I don't think they're paying attention to the durations anymore.
Oh, they're paying attention. They're watching me like a hawk. I can sense it.
Yeah, this is after the downtime episode, right?
Correct.
Okay. Rex will say, alright, if any of the kobolds ask, we can just tell them I was simply gathering things from my old room for my daughter.
Do you have that good of a relationship with your mom still that you can just show up unannounced to her lair and there isn't more questions than that? I mean, I'm not trying to necessarily underestimate the intelligence of the kobolds, but don't you think they'll be a little bit caught off guard by that?
Honestly, I think the bigger issue is just going to be finding a way to get all of Keeper's incredibly cursed gear off of him.
Do we need it off of him, or do we just need to not get cursed ourselves by it?
Well, he's got that crazy sword and all those other effects going on him. So it just makes him, generally speaking, dangerous. Although, if we can get him somehow back to my domain, we can put him in the trapezoidal little guy and be done with it.
Do you still have that ship bottle lamp thing that, stuff happened in a long time ago you were a big baby about?
Yeah, I put our aunt in it, and then I ate our aunt. It's a whole thing. I still have the bottle, I believe, though.
Well, if the time comes, if we're able to keep us still for a minute, I can cast Imprison on it.
In the distance, you see the imposing peak of Rosaline's volcano. Thick, acrid smoke is pouring out, darkening the sky all around. Magma gushes out from huge geysers, defying all geological sense. This place is just constantly erupting beyond, your understanding of physics, and the dark energies, the curse energies, are just radiating off this place. You get a tingle down your spine. It's the first time you see it. Even Rex, who is more used to it than you don't spend as much time here these days.
Mm-hmm. It's like how I feel when I smell cigarette smoke. I know it's bad for me because of the asthma, but it reminds me of my grandpa.
Yeah. You can see bands of kobolds marching around the mountain, on patrol. They have a strange, eclectic assortment of objects, presumably cursed. None of them have like a standard gear. They just help themselves to, objects that aren't good enough for Rosaline's inner horde. So you have no idea the implications of any given item any of these little guys could have.
Does one of them have the wishing box from that movie that does like the monkey's paw curses, where she's like, "I just wish you would go rot," and then that lady's face starts rotting off?
Is that Wish Upon?
Probably.
Or Wishmaster?
There's a lot of wish-based movies.
Oh yeah.
There was Wish.
The Disney movie Wish? Yeah, that was really wish heavy.
Yeah, that was the most cursed one.
All right, how do we want to approach getting inside? Just kick a big hole in the skylight and go in that way?
My brain narratively says that we should do what we did in the first arc, which is just walk up and walk in again.
Yeah. Who's gonna stop us?
Hey.
I don't remember the role I had you do last time. That would be a very good parallel if it was exactly the same role. But I think if you're just going to walk confidently, that's deception.
Uh-huh. I think we got surrounded, and then I just started breaking their spears with an intimidation check or something. Yeah, but sure, let's do deception.
19 and 17, the group succeeds. So you walk up to an opening in the side of the mountain. There's tunnels all around it with various properties, but you just pick one. You all are in your level 20 forms. You're, adult dragons. You land, and you just stroll up to the kobolds guarding the entrance. What do you say?
Yeah, Rex is just going to say, "Greetings, kobolds. You should know who I am. I'm simply returning to my old room to gather some of my childhood things." Oh yes, if this takes place after, the downtime, I did kind of bomb Austin for offhandedly, and Rex will just do the same thing here and say, "I need some things for a nursery."
Oh yeah, because you're knocking up your wife again.
If Orlando could have 80 kids and then most of them die, Rex has got to beat that record.
I don't think it's a competition, but with this success, the kobolds look at each other and they whisper something, and one of them says, "We were told not to let anyone in, but we'll give you a escort," and waves over a couple of other kobolds to follow you in.
an escort. Meanwhile, just by the nature of having legs 90 times their size, we're easily outpacing them.
Yeah, slow down. They're very familiar with keeping pace with dragons. They have their techniques. They scuttle
their
through.
segues.
Only a cursed segue. The segue killed the creator of the segue.
We're 3 episodes from the end of the season. They're riding the Grundlepedes, Austin, that they used to dig out the tunnels.
I don't. Does anyone remember the Grundlepedes? What were the details of the Grundlepedes?
They had like thousands of legs, huge flat human-like molars that they would chew through the earth. Wait, hold on. I can pull it up. I have the document somewhere. Where is it?
Why do you have a Grundlepede document?
Because I wrote the original thing for this entire biome.
Oh yeah, because the dragon biome from when it was season 9.
Where is it? Come on. No, why do I have a document just called Chandra 2013?
I bet it was a good red deck.
Grundlepedes, large, blind, snake-like beings with 2 short scoop-like legs tipped with adamantium claws. Their heads are rounded with a little discerned where the neck ends and the head begins. Only discernible feature on the side of the head is the mouth. A wide line bisecting the spherical face, which opens to flat, crushing teeth that it uses to grind stone and rock. These creatures dwell underground within mountains, which they tunnel ceaselessly. Using their front legs, they break up material into smaller pieces before grinding it into their mouth and swallowing. In turn, they're scattered with various gems and metal deposits. Dirty work, but there's always someone looking for easy money. Could theoretically be tamed for excavation projects. And then I just put in a picture of the Mexican mole lizard.
Okay, so at the final hour, we're establishing that kobolds have a cast of tamed Grundlepedes to help them excavate the mountain, and they can ride them to keep up with you.
Now, how easy is it going to be to get away from this group and their Grundlepedes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're actually way faster than you, and they have anti-dragon claws. The adamantium claws have anti-dragon properties. Good job, Dan.
Perfect.
Ah, damn it, Dan. I seduced the Grundlepedes.
Rexel, okay. Rexel messaged Dicaprio and Hop in the sibling group chat and be like, hey, you guys were both, I believe, attuned to the Zahir at one point. Can you feel it anywhere?
What was Hop? I don't remember that.
I wasn't directly, but we were sibling connected by the ribbon, so I was like secondhand feeling it for a bit.
Austin, is there a roll that should be done to see if we can sense any kind of Zahir presence?
Austin, is there a roll to be like, hey, that addiction that I finally kicked, can I just let that addiction back in a little bit and see where it pulls me?
Insight, I believe, is the roll to do what you just described.
14.
Nope, that is not going to be good enough. You try to feel using extra sensory perception, like the location of the Fulgor here in the mountain, and no matter like where you attune your concentration, you just do not sense it. This is a very large mountain, so it's not that it's not possible, it just doesn't happen for you this time.
Not feeling anything quite now. Perhaps if it gets closer, or... I mean, surely someone would have seen it if it's here, right? Can't we look around for any goblins that aren't doing what they're supposed to do, or kobolds?
But I think the issue is that if they tried to take it from Keeper, he would simply eviscerate them.
Keeper might not know yet. He could be dumb.
That is true. He is dumb. I could also just ask them where Keeper is and just lie about the reason.
I mean, we'll need to know where he is eventually, so might as well.
We want to find Keeper to give him a prize.
Yeah, Rex'll say, where's the Keeper of my mother's hoard? I know he's been serving her faithfully for, what is it, almost centuries now? I should at the very least commend him for his hard work and admonish him for being out of the Cookie Mountains for so long.
The kobold guards who are escorting you, one of which has the cursed croc underwear as outerwear right now. Last appearance of the croc underwear, very upsetting. Says, oh, that's classified. You're just going to get stuff from your room, so you don't need to know about Keeper.
Do you really think my mother would classify the location of her small folk to me? I want to make an intimidation check as he looms closer over him. I'm glad I don't have disadvantage. I got a 13.
All right, 13's not going to do it. This kobold says, wow, you're so big and scary, but I have my Grundlepedes, so I feel very brave. And you're actually going to go to your room and get your stuff and leave. Thank goodness for Grundy, who gives me so much bravery.
You know, you should excuse my dear brother. He doesn't always have the tact. It's about providing such a prestigious honor to one of your own. I mean, can you imagine a greater honor than the son of your ladyship presenting you with such high honor? We're trying to gift Keeper with the reward.
All right, so you already rolled deception. Is there another thing you're trying to evoke?
I'm trying to maybe persuade my way into this situation, like trying to earn favor. Because, I mean, we are, trying to play it up.
Yeah.
32.
Wowie. How did you get 32? How is that mathematically possible?
I have, I assume I've been given my pen back, which gives me expertise in persuasion.
Oh, yeah.
So I get double the bonus onto that. So it's already a plus 12, and then my intelligence or charisma bonus on top of that.
Wow, your beautiful diplomat's quill really comes through in a clutch here. The quill for Quinn. You make that argument, and the kobold says, well, Rosaline's eggs bless us all, as everything about her does, so I guess I can't deny Rex here, Mr. Maximus, Sir Maximus. I don't know that he's like getting increasingly unsure of himself as
you're
the
going
kobolds.
to soil your Grundlepede if you continue like this.
I would never do that to Grundy. All right, with a 32, the kobolds will continue to take you deeper into the mountain, but instead of to Rex's old room, they're taking you to the innermost magma chamber at the heart of the volcano where Keeper is.
As Rex taps his chin, thinking we could have just flown in through the top. we could have just gone down to the volcano. I think the last time I was here, that's what I did.
Austin, can I roll animal handling to know what I could do to distract a Grundlepede?
Yeah. Roll to Grundlepede.
21. What's the secret to spooking a Grundlepede?
That's a great question for Dan. Dan, how does Laura handle this Grundle?
Let's see here. What would you want to spook it?
I don't know. Either spook it or like some knowledge that I can use to get the Grundlepede plus its rider away from us. Should we need to have a little bit of unobserved time.
Well, as you know, as a blind creature that's operating through like, you know, echolocation and sense of touch, I think if you did like a really good tap dance to imitate the sensations of its predators approaching or digging it up from underground, that'd probably scare it off.
Okay.
So Hop starts tap dancing as a big dragon.
I was gonna say I'm not necessarily gonna do the tap dance yet, but just. If there's a moment, an opportune moment where we want to get them off our backs, is that now? Is now the moment we want to get them to bugger off?
I'd say so, since we're about to walk up on Keeper.
Yeah, screw it. Tap dancing begin. Austin, do I need to do a second roll to see how good my tap dance is?
I think you got a 21, so you can temporarily disorient the animals here and their riders to, get away.
I disorient them with the jug. Just.
This is still an entire volcano, so you're gonna have to continue on for some time unescorted if you do this. But you can with the 21. You can paint me the picture of you getting away from your guards.
Sure. I pull slightly back from the group. No. I pull a little ahead so that my siblings are, like, obscuring the view of me, just so so I can hop and get my tap shoes on. Always got the tap shoes. It's the perk of having a trash bag of holding. You can have basically everything just in there. And I just start a little tap routine. Spook them off.
Okay. You got a 21, so they are what's the word I'm looking for? They bolt. They're spooked and they bolt. They run off, and you can hear the kobold guards shouting and tumbling off of their mounts, and they're gonna collect themselves and come back after you. They're not you didn't send them into the negative zone.
Oh no! Why did no one warn me they're afraid of tap dancing? I thought they'd enjoy it.
You know what this is like? I don't know if you guys are familiar with the American woodcock. It's a type of very silly-looking bird that makes a meh noise. But they're migratory. And currently in Bryant Park in New York, which is a very small park, there is just one of them, and some of my friends are actually just driving out there to see it. And they also do this like silly little dance thing, which I think is to like scare out worms from the ground.
I was gonna say, I absolutely know this guy's little dance. I've seen this many times. It's very funky.
Yeah, this is a good little buddy. And great name.
All right, so Doc Hop, Dicaprio Devereaux, Rex Maximus, you find yourselves in the dark, twisting corridors of the volcano lair. There's many different paths here. There's sounds of kobolds all around, because they are like ants in an anthill. They are constantly moving around, so you're still in some danger.
They're kobolds. What could they possibly do? And then we get grundled.
Get grundled.
Yeah, I mean, if we believe that Keeper is in the central chamber, Rex will call upon, the memories of his youth and start trying to lead the way there as quickly as possible. You know what? He's probably taking like pats the dragons, the kobolds can't, because he can just step over the lava or fly over it. Because I imagine the mother's racist. Well, she just is racist. In how probably wanted to keep some things out of her more personal areas.
Can I get survival to navigate the tunnels?
Okie dokie.
Survival to survive all.
22.
8.
4.
Guys, the lava isn't that hot. Quit complaining.
I think, Rex, you think you know where you're going, and you're making pretty good progress. But I think at a certain point, you and your sisters get a little lost. How does that look? Because you failed. 8 and 4 is not going to do it.
Yeah, the Grundlepedes have unfortunately rerouted some of these tunnels and lava flows, so Rex has become confused.
You got grundled. All right, yeah. I think you take a turn you think is going to lead to the deep inner magma chamber. I want to be clear. This is not like the caldera at the top, Rex, which like at where the there's a scooped area. It's like down almost like underground in the heart of the mountain. But you turn a corner, and at the end of this dead end is a gaggle of Grundlepedes. What's the collective noun? A brace of Grundlepedes?
A taint.
Come on. So childish. That's beneath us.
Fine.
A gooch of Grundlepedes.
Yeah, there we go. So much. I was going to say an oopsie of Grundlepedes.
All right, yeah. I don't have an icon for this because Dad sprung it on me, but imagine I already had a JPEG of Centiscorch ready to go.
I have a question, Austin, because the Keeper appears to be in like the deepest innermost chamber, right? Are we gonna find him dressed up like a fucking stuffed animal at the end of my mother's bed? That's the secret here. That he's like a fucking toy. Oh God, he's an old woman's yappy little dog. That's what he is. He's in the purse all the time.
If that was the twist, why would you want to spoil it now, Dad? Why would you take that from the audience if that was true?
Fine, then cut all that out if that's the case, then.
Okay. There's a gooch of Grundlepedes. What do you do? They all see you. They turn. They see that you're unescorted.
Well, they echolocate us, Austin, because they're blind. Come on, read the lore.
Read the fucking lore, Doc.
Let's see here. Hop, you have all of that gold, right? That you got from raiding our dad's coffers. I did write and read out earlier that they love precious minerals and gems. Distract them with your large amounts of money. Pay them $50 to fuck off.
I Austin, can I pay them $50 to fuck off?
Yeah, if you want to remove treasure from your inventory, you have to use up enough of it that it matters. You can create some sort of situation here where they stop following you to get the precious gems.
Yeah. This feels like as good a use of treasure as we're gonna find.
Because in this Cold War, obviously, you're always trying to build up your coffers. You're trying to, invest in the latest tech and beat the other side. So you have all of this treasure, and you're using it to fuck with the Grundlepedes.
Yes. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Hop, what does it look like as you throw money at these centipede creatures? Or I guess more like worms.
Yeah, I think we find like a four-way. We find like we find a point where there are multiple paths leading up from it, and we just start scattering coins down every hallway that isn't the one we're going down. Just be like, yeah, go these ways. Actually, throw them down, all of them, because whichever one we've gone down, they'll stop to eat the coins and not go further. Doesn't matter where it is. It's just plenty of coins to be eating. Don't worry about us. We could be anywhere.
Okie dokie, you use up that resource. You empty the whole trash bag of holding of treasure throughout the various corridors. Like, this is a whole operation, right? You're infiltrating this dungeon all day, so I don't know how long it takes, but eventually you run out of treasure, and the sounds of Grundlepedes are no longer following you, so you have a moment to catch your breath.
Yeah, as they make their iconic call, Grundle, 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 Grundle.
The verb and noun of Grundle has just been said 1,000 times, and I'm not actually certain what any of it means.
Okay, we got lost going where we were going. That gave the Grundlepedes time to catch up. I threw a bunch of coins everywhere. The Grundlepedes have once again lost our trail.
Could I cast etherealness? Use my Silk Spectre and pass through the tunnels until I find a way out, and then go back to where my siblings are and be like, this is the way out, we follow these tunnels?
Yep. Dicaprio, you scout ahead using etherealness. Feel free to describe how that looks, and to continue on. You find the path ahead, and you're gonna continue on.
Yeah, I like to think that I am zooming through portions of these winding crazy tunnels, but I'm just clipping through a third of it or a fourth of it as I just kind of head in a straight direction. And once it finally breaks out into an open area, then I just follow whatever tunnel actually leads to that until I get back to my siblings, and then I'll pop back into existence, and I'm like, this is the way to go. And then I try to watch out for the booger rock avalanche that happens. I feel like Dan got to do something really inventive and cool, and now I need to establish something.
Just combine part of an animal name with something with a stupid funny word.
Fart clops.
That was a good one.
All right, there we go.
All right, you go deeper and deeper into the earth. The magma, you're getting closer. It's getting hotter and hotter. And you turn the corner, and there you see the mighty Fart Clops with its mighty fart club raised high.
The most cursed creature of all.
You have to be very careful. It's immune to farts, but also those are its weakness as well.
At this point, the recording actually got corrupted here. It was a very funny encounter with the fart clops, so I'm sorry I couldn't recover it, audience, but they got past the fart clops. It was great.
Good, because I was about to say I rolled to kill myself.
It's fine. We got past. Well, we missed out on that encounter, but there's the queef beetles now we gotta fight. So at least we have that on the recording.
I can't wait to not be DMing the show anymore.
And so you can do it too. Well, Austin, I already know what I'm going to have to deal with you wanting to impregnate everything.
That's just natural. It's the birds and the bees, Dad. Or are you scared of your own body?
All right, you breeding fetishist. Fine. Rex will say to Dicaprio, it's good to have you back. I appreciated Ulysses, but if it was him, he'd be firing rockets at all the walls until we got to wherever we were going.
Well, Ulysses has his strengths, as I do, and I'm not an idiot in the same way, so that's always a benefit as well. No shade to our dear cousin? Question mark? Little brother? I'm not nephew?
Little buddy. Little buddy.
Little buddy.
My daughter wants me to let the Cymbalines back into the Cookie Mountains.
Really? Already? Hasn't it only been like 20 minutes since we got rid of them?
45 years.
Potato.
She's a little young to be trying to influence, countrywide politics that quickly, isn't she? She's so impressive.
Rex will say, maybe I've been too permissive with her. If she, like the Cymbalines, does not really seem to work well with compromise, she's hinging upon staying in the Cookie Mountains on them being here. But I think it's quite simply too much of a risk to let them in. And I also pointed out the simple fact that I'm not going to be in charge, and whoever's next will just kill them if they cause problems.
Sounds like she's taking after you, actually. I know someone else who was very stubborn about their opinions on things.
I think this is the karma I'm getting for how I treated Father.
I'm not a big believer in consequences. I don't believe stuff comes back to get ya.
You're probably right. I mean, I told her at the end of the day she should do what she wants to, but she'll have to live with what happens as the result of it. I think she's off sulking somewhere, I don't know currently. When are you two having kids?
Wrong time to ask me that question.
as Hop is not paying child support on her tadpoles.
She ate the tadpoles.
What?
She ate her own tadpoles.
I won't even begin to pretend that I understand how the social ramifications of your polycule works internally.
No, it's there's a lot going on still.
I'm not really the mothering sort,
Yes, you reap the benefits of being an aunt, where you give my daughter a loud toy that makes constant noise, and then you simply leave.
Yes, it's the best. It's absolutely wonderful. She's happy. I don't have to hear it. Everybody wins.
That goblin just kept yelling for days. Oh, bring me back to my family over and over again.
Oh, you're right. There's something else I forgot. It also gets to annoy my ex-girlfriend, so that's also an extra benefit. Win, win, win. I love it when everything comes together.
Next time Viola thinks that she's still dating you, I'm gonna go let her ruin your day. Then really crash one of your fashion shows.
All right, as you all give each other a hard time, you reach the darkest depths of the inner mountain, where the Grundlepedes barely dare to tread. You can see the light from the magma in the chamber up ahead of you, but it illuminates this long corridor to this most hallowed ground inside the mountain. And you see lining the walls of the corridor are dozens of paintings, some small, others like towering, like floor to ceiling, on both sides of the walls.
Whose souls are trapped in there, Austin?
Arcana to know whose souls are trapped in there?
Everyone's.
Crit 25.
Holy God. Oh my gosh, Rex. Yes. So, Rex, you know your mom collects cursed items, obviously, but paintings are an especially fertile ground for curses. There are more cursed paintings than there are any other kind of cursed item, perhaps besides rings. That's one of the big categories of cursed items. There are
I feel like there's more cursed paintings than there are uncursed paintings.
Yeah, being an art dealer is so hellish. With a crit, you know there are absolutely souls trapped in a bunch of these paintings. Some because they were, painted with the blood of a victim, like a serial killer who put the souls inside. Some of the paintings are just monsters that eat souls. Some of them eat flesh. All of these are extremely evil, cursed paintings. To get to the inner chamber, you have to walk the haunted painting gauntlet, each more terrifying than the last. With a crit, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Yeah, Rex points to one of them and goes, "That one's my favorite. If its creator isn't currently trapped inside of it, in an eternal screaming void, I would have gotten him to paint one for me to hang upon my throne room."
Wikipedia has a separate page for a list of haunted paintings. It's a whole own thing. The one I was thinking of was specifically Man Proposes, God Disposes, with the polar bears eating the cast of The Terror Season 1.
But
Wild.
I could buy a haunted painting on eBay right now for $4.69.
Okay, well that's a little bitch curse. Like that'll make you stub your toe.
Okay, what kind of effect will these haunted paintings actually have?
So there's a wide variety. Some will just kill you stone dead. Some will, make you suffer for the rest of your life in increasingly ghoulish ways. Some are more practical joke adjacent. There's 50 paintings in here. Rosaline's been collecting them her entire adult life.
Okay, and if I turn on my anti-magic field and walk down this hallway, what happens?
So that's a good question. Specifically, the most cursed stuff Rosaline has is resistant to remove curse. We discussed this all the way back, I believe, in episode 1, because otherwise the level 1 spell remove curse would make her shit pretty pathetic. But your anti-magic sphere, I think it is, around you, will turn off all but the most serious curses. There's some that are it's not even magic. It's just something else.
Bad
it's
vibes. Got it.
Yeah. I think if you put on the Megalon Crown, which casts anti-magic field, and you walk on down, you're not going to be pelted by dozens of curses. But there's 3 bad mamma jammas who are still able to do something to you.
Okay, here's my pitch, right? Because it's like a sphere around me. I walk down the middle, hop into Dicaprio, grab 2 of the non-horrific cursed paintings off the walls, but that are big enough to cover their upper torso.
Okay.
And then we walk down the hallway in an attempt to trick the paintings into thinking we are just cursed objects.
Yeah, you create a testudo formation of haunted paintings.
Yes.
Wonderful.
That does look like a cursed painting, Laura, mostly because it seems like they didn't finish it.
Laura, do you want to tell the audience about this?
Yeah, I went looking on eBay for haunted paintings, and for $20 I saw a haunted painting called The Phoenix. It does look like something, and I say this is not a compliment. It looks like something I could paint. It looks like it doesn't to me look like something drawn by a professional, but I will read from the description. This painting is signed by the artist, affirming its authenticity and the creator's personal touch from a famed artist. Quote, unencumbered by personalization, allowing the buyer to fully appreciate its raw emotive power.
This was a whole ecosystem on eBay for a while. I guess it probably still exists. You found evidence of it, but I remember the haunted doll craze. That was a whole thing.
I'm currently looking at a cursed brush that increases desire.
eBay had to crack down where they made you put a disclaimer being this is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh. This doesn't have that disclaimer. It does tell you how she knows it's haunted. I had this painting for a month. I've been experiencing sounds, and there were moans, especially around 1 a.m. in the morning hours.
Yeah, that's where the moans tend to happen.
I think your neighbor's just fucking.
Wait, I found something. I found something so important. Cursed pantry item, not for human consumption. I have been forced to offer this abomination a jar of horseradish that aspired in 2014 to settle a bet. I have no idea why any of you would buy this, and I feel obligated to encourage you not to. You cannot eat this. It will probably kill you. Add to cart.
Cursed Ingelhofer.
What the fuck? All right. So I need from Doc Hop and Dicaprio Devereaux strength saving throws as you hold up cursed paintings in front of you and move in formation on either side of your brother, creating a cursed painting barrier. And you have to not wiggle too much. You have to keep a very steady movement. This is very carefully replacing the statue on the pressure plate.
I've got the Lucky Rabbit's foot. The Lucky Rabbit's foot's still working, isn't it? I didn't lose that at any point.
I think you still have it. For the audience, you rolled a 4. That's not good.
I rolled a 4. I'm gonna use a luck roll. 15.
I don't though, so I rolled a 6.
With the Lucky Rabbit's foot, Hop, you almost waver, and then you get a beautiful image of the rabbit's foot in your mind, and you find the strength to keep a good hold on the painting. Dicaprio, what does a 6 look like when you try to carry a painting?
Like, I grab the painting and I'm like, it's dusty, and I just drop it.
Oh my god. All right.
Ew, a spider clump.
You drop that painting and you get fully blasted with the unimaginable power of the red dragon and the woman clothed in sun. You just see it and it burrows deep into your soul, and you are terribly cursed.
Well, you can't win them all.
Oh my god.
I'll deal with that somewhere down the line. I'm sure it's fine. What does it do? Do I roll an Arcana to know what the curse does?
Power word scrunch.
Every hour, one body part gets just like a little bit bigger or smaller asymmetrically, just enough to go. Did that look like that? Not enough to be confident that they're shifting.
Oh, she looks exactly like her mother now.
Dicaprio, this painting shakes you to your very core. You've never felt like fear like this. You have literally died, and you felt pretty cool and badass about it because you were getting one over on your mother. This is like a deeper fear. You're no longer eligible to be brought back by the cult. So I don't know if you've really reckoned with your extreme mortality compared to everyone else around you, but it hits you now like a sledgehammer in the sternum. You are going to have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws, I think, as you are pretty badly shaken, and there is a feeling of doom that comes over you. You are it's not good. This painting blasted your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy the painting. I'm ripping it apart. I'm fucking eviscerating it.
I'm eating the painting.
That went so well for the Tooth Fairy and Red Dragon. Yeah, eat it.
Well, if you eat the curse, your stomach acid will dissolve it.
Yeah, a little ranch on it.
Yeah. Does Dicaprio panic and start eating a painting? Because if she does, Rex is gonna be like, "We gotta get out of here. We gotta speed this up, Hop."
Dicaprio, so Rex, you make it to the end of the hall with your anti-magic zone. Doc Hop, you are able to use one cursed painting to block the effects of the other cursed paintings. Dicaprio, you are shaken and stunned here. You see your two siblings get to the end of the hall, and they're like standing in this orange glow from the magma in the next chamber, and you feel like you're 1,000 miles away in deepest darkness.
Okay. I'm gonna get on all fours and crab walk along the floor underneath the rest of these paintings.
Okay. Hop and Rex, you see your elegant sister crab walking across the dirty floor.
Dicaprio, is this a new modeling catwalk style? What is this? What are you doing?
I wouldn't expect you to understand avant-garde art when you see it. Also, your mother's place is full of curses, so I'm trying to avoid getting cursed by more things I don't need to.
Ah, yes, it reminds me of childhood.
See, I assumed it's because the resurrection hole's down the bottom of the ocean, and you were like, you got influenced by crabs down there or something.
You got a slight case of carcinization.
I did see a few really amazing crabs while I was there. Really glorious things. If I grew my own carapace, I would not be upset.
Well, one of the crabs says, "I can't wait to be Quinn's player character in season 16." I don't know what that means.
I was in that painting for 3 months once, as Rex offhandedly points to one of them.
Is there a section of your mother's place that isn't full of horrible curses?
Why would you even ask that?
I don't know. That's like asking me if there's a section of my lair that's not full of like old trash.
I thought your hoard was blue women now.
I can multitask.
I mean, to put a bow on that arc, it almost was, but at the last minute you pulled back, so the numbers collapsed.
And one of them exploded.
Yeah. There's a little more implosion to be had there, but that does not seem the direction it's going.
Okay. Dicaprio, you rejoin your siblings at the end of the corridor, not giving any voice to the crushing existential dread that now hangs over you.
I do want to, I guess, preface by saying that Dicaprio is acknowledging it, but, like, in this weird way, she has actually found a lot of inner peace in knowing the next time she dies, it's just all over. I think there's almost kind of I don't want to phrase this. A hellishness.
Well, if you're feeling that way, I've got some great news about eating your hoard and becoming a mountain.
If my mom can't do it, we'll consider it.
All right, you're all at the end
You'd
of the
make
corridor.
a very good mountain.
I'd be the beautiful mountain.
Aww. You're at the end of the corridor. You can peer into the chamber. You see that it is full of magma. In the center, there's a whole pool of it, and there are like magma waterfalls coming down from upper chambers. It seems like this place is where some treasures are kept. There's like a back vault where you assume the most deadliest of all curses are kept. But under one of the lava falls, the lava waterfalls, is a kobold, a little draconic humanoid, sitting like a monk in meditation as magma cascades over him, ripping his flesh off in terrible, sloughing chunks as he is reduced down to a skeleton, and the flesh just liquid runs back up onto his bones to recover it over and over again. At his side, there is a sword in its sheath, and you see that he also has a necklace and some sort of garment on. They are unaffected by the magma, so you assume they are artifacts and indestructible.
How do we want to play this?
Can we just, like... He seems distracted. Can we just, like, sneak up and bottle him before he even notices it?
Austin, what is his perception score, and is it plus 69?
It should be. I mean, you won't know until you roll stealth to try to get closer. So you could do that if you would like. But he appears to be alone in this room. He's just one kobold, like a little reddish, brownish color. It's a little guy. You can see it's the same necklace he's worn in almost all of his later appearances. The garment you don't know much about. It's the same kind of the same loadout he's been rocking as he sits in some sort of a concentrating state, just like lava cascading over him. His eyeballs pop with a terrible hiss and then reform over and over and over again.
Does it seem like he is like actually experiencing pain anymore, or is he just like fully tanking it like it's nothing?
Insight?
Okay, one moment. It's hard to type this because there's a very aggressive kitty cat right next to me.
Oh.
22.
22 is very good. Keeper was not in excruciating pain just before they died. They were when they were dying, but you think that Keeper is almost frozen in some sort of painless moment, even when they should be feeling pain. If there is some sort of agony, they are disconnected from it. I will just say this: there aren't words for what Keeper is or does or feels.
Sorry, buddy.
Do we just offer him to go to the void? We put him in the little guy and throw him off the Earth? Maybe he wants that at this point.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's a place far enough down there where stuff will be different for you. Go on.
So what are we feeling? You know, what do we think our plan is here? Do we want to try to just offer him like, "Hey, Keeper, what's up? How are you doing?"
I mean, it's either that or we as we say, we try and bottle him.
He's never been like immediately antagonistic unless he's gotten like orders to be. So
yeah.
Okay, screw it. Let's go for it. Hey, buddy.
All right. The final boss fight starts with a "Hey, buddy" as Doc Cop steps forward. After a moment, it seems like your words reach him through whatever sort of haze he's in, and he stands up and adjusts his clothing and puts the sword on his hip to walk over to you, like magma splashing around him in the chamber. It's you see it sizzling on the black rocks of the floor. You know that it is extremely environmentally dangerous. Probably only Rex as a red dragon can mess with hot lava. And Keeper says, "Oh, I wasn't expecting guests. Lady Rosalind, who shelters us beneath her great mountain, said that there was to be no visitors while she was gone."
Oh, well, I was here to get some things from my old room for the nursery, and I thought we'd stop by and see how my mother's favorite small folk is doing.
Oh, yes. Rosaline's heart has more love than the whole world deserves, and she has embraced you and your family again, despite your many betrayals. We are not worthy. He looks very proud of Rosalind.
How are you doing, Keeper? You were in a bit of a state the last time we saw you.
Oh, I'm doing the same as I always am doing. Now that I have the Zahir back, everything's great.
Can we see it on him? He's not staring at it currently, which is different for him. Or at least he wasn't when we were in there, when he was under the lava.
Perception check?
Okie dokie. Crit, 26.
Oh, wow. That's really good. Okay, you crit. So I will say you look at Keeper's being. He's a very simple kobold, but you have an incredible draconic eye and focus, and you get like the the RoboCop zoom in vision on him.
And it's his Rosalind's #1 t-shirt.
I will say that's this same outfit he usually wears. It's called a chiton, Chiton. He was wearing the same necklace. It seems to be made of a bunch of different materials. There's like part of it's a gold chain. There's some like amber stones on it. You're not exactly sure what the effects of these items are, but they're magma proof. And then there's his sword in his sheath. But with a crit, the thing you notice that is different from every other time you saw him is that there is blood dribbling out of the top of the sheath. So with a crit, I'm telling you the answer to your question, where is the Zohar? And I'm telling you, there is blood coming out of his sheath, as if it's filling inside with blood.
Okay, that's uncomfortable.
Cool. Do we think if we threw the Zahir off the side of the world that Keeper would just jump off after it?
I think the problem is I'm not sure we could bring ourselves to throw it off.
How hard could it be?
Rex will ping.
I'll touch it wearing gloves or whatever.
Rex will ping the group chat and say, so the kobolds here have seen us. Do we try to pitch Keeper on getting him to attempt to kill Desdemona?
What's the pitch you got in mind?
Desdemona is going to essentially be ruling the Cookie Mountains through a proxy of one of her dragoons. Ergo, greatly diminishing Rosalind's ability to do as she pleases. Getting her out of the way would surely be a great, a great boon to her. And I imagine Rosalind would lavish you with praise. That would be Rex's pitch, but he hasn't said this until he gets go-ahead from the siblings.
Yeah, if you want to go for it, and by all means.
Yeah, Rex will approach Keeper, put an arm around his shoulder, sort of lavishing praise on him as Rosalind's ultimate small folk, such a dutiful little guy.
Yeah, you're pouring it on. I don't want to interrupt you too much, but when you put an arm around him, you are going to take bad roll. 6 poison damage as you touch the garment he is wearing.
Goodness, Keeper, you need to wash this.
Oh no, it can't. It's very old. I don't want to mess it up. It was a gift from Lady Rosalind, whose generosity fills our coffers every day.
And you know how you can return that generosity? by brutally assaulting Desdemona.
Oh, yes. The Diamond Desdemona, who gives people far below her station ideas, delusions of grandeur. It's most disgusting. Keeper thinks small folk should stay in their place, so he is open to this if you want to roll persuasion.
Okie dokie. I will roll persuasion. Crit 28.
Crit. Wow.
I love this show.
Yeah. A Keeper says, are you sure it's okay with Lady Rosalie? She didn't tell me to go on this mission, although I wish to honor her.
Well, of course, Keeper. As you know, there is sort of a moratorium on dragon violence. You wouldn't want Rosalind to get in trouble for this for you. If anyone asks, you're doing this on your own. And of course, because you're so resilient, you'll be able to get through anything and get back to my wonderful, loving mother, right?
Of course, Lady Rosalind's trusted me, gives me strength that can move mountains. And you crit, so Keeper immediately seems extremely jazzed about this idea, and straightens up to go run off to fight Desdemona. I'll give you this because you also crit Rex on the thing about the Zohar. I want to reward this double crit as generously as I can. He unsheaths his sword, and you see on the bone white blade of this relic, this weapon of terrible power, there is impaled on the blade a fairy dragon.
Rough.
Is it alive?
Charisma saving throw as you all behold the Fulgore.
Uh-huh. How charismatic am I today?
18.
It's what Dan wants the most, or Rex.
28.
Botch.
Fucking hell, we're back on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Dicaprio Devereaux. the painting sloshing around in your belly, the dark magics of those haunted oil paintings.
I gotta go.
Yeah, you feel the dread curse come over you, and you look at this Cymbeline, and it looks back at you. You don't know if the words alive or dead mean anything anymore. All you know is that you blink, you're seeing fairy dragon. You close your eyes, fairy dragon. You have botched looking at it again, and you are so completely turbo fucked as Keeper runs off to go kill your mother.
Awesome. Oh dear. Why did I come on this mission?
I'm sorry, Quinn. I'm sorry this cursed object has gotten you again.